We're definitely further along. We've added some nuances that we didn't have last year as well. But we're still replacing some pretty spectacular players, and so we're still working through those issues and trying to find the right fit there. But from a scheme standpoint, yeah, I would say we're further ahead, and the kids understand things a lot better.
Do you have an update on Matt? That's good.
He has a concussion. Bang just had back, I believe. Well, they'll tell me when we'll be back. We don't take those lightly.
Coach, what do you think of what you're seeing out of your inside linebackers? Obviously, you got two new guys running first team right now, but it looks like all the way down the depth chart, you're seeing some good competition so far.
Yeah, no, they're definitely competing for that job, and there's only 2 spots, and we have about 6 guys working, and so it's going to be interesting to see who ends up being the starter. This film will be a good indication of how we lean into going into this next week, and who gets more of the reps. But so I'm anxious to see how they did when I go see it and watch the tape.
Coach, how did you tell your team that the assistant presidents didn't extend an invitation to A&M? How did you tell them?
I didn't. That's none of our business right now. Is to win football games that we're playing right now, and we have not communicated that to them.
Could you give us an update on Cyrus?
Cyrus, just his hamstring, we just rested now.
Do you have a timetable when you're going to be back?
Probably on Tuesday. What's today? Monday. Probably on Wednesday. Sunday.
You mentioned Aggie a few times, Coach. Seemed like you got a little more opportunity with the first team and shining.
He made the first play offensively to get the ball rolling, and we were struggling. We had 3 drops in the first 2 possessions. Then I think it was the 3rd possession where he made a big play down the field. Ryan made a great throw, and he caught it, and he kind of got the ball rolling to move offensively. So he dropped one here at the end that he should have caught, but overall I thought he's really stepped up and made a lot of progress between his light years where he was a year ago.
Coach, what have you said to your team to not let this SEC thing be a distraction to them?
Well, if you don't talk about it, it's not a distraction, and we're so focused on what we got to do this season that this is the only. We're in the Big 12. We got a lot of tough opponents that we have to play, starting with SMU at home on Sunday night, and we're just looking forward to that. These kids, we deal with the present. We don't worry about things we don't control. We worry about things we can't control. So we don't spend a lot of time talking about what ifs.
What do you think about the backup quarterback derby between, I guess, basically Jermaine and Matt?
I think it's pretty competitive. It'll continue to be competitive this week, and then we'll figure things out probably by this weekend coming up.
Just go ahead and basically get forward, ask you to get a lot more snaps today. Was that the plan going in?
Well, actually, when we were doing 7-on-7, I believe he kind of tweaked his hamstring, so I just kept him out. And he's been having a phenomenal camp, and so I just think he really gave us a chance to work with Nate, so it was beneficial for us. Not that he's hurt, but that we were able to get Nate in there and get him some work.
Coach, can you talk about the efforts of the young outside linebackers, specifically Sean Ward?
Sean stepped it up. I think all 3 of those guys have really done a nice job. Brandon Alexander, Terrell Taylor, and Sean Ward. They're youngsters. They all have ability, and we're all competing to be in the game. So I put them all in the same boat right now.
How would you describe the type of skill position talent you have right now on this team?
I think we're getting better. I think our secondary is fairly strong. I think we finally have some depth back there. I think our receivers, because of Nate's emergence, I think it helps us to have more depth, and I think Mike Evans will be a good backup for us at some point. Brando Jackson's going to be a good player for us. Malcolm Kennedy has stepped up, and he's been playing a lot of zebra with McNeil. Running back, we're still looking for that 3rd running back. Ball security is a big thing, because we put the ball on the ground today about 4 times, and that's 4 times too many. So we have to figure out who can hang on the ball with that 3rd and 4th tailback. We're going to need 3 to get through this season in the Big 12.
Coach, everything like that. That was a good start for us, and I think it's a good building spot for us where we can go back and look on tape, correct the things that we need to get corrected, and continue to improve.
How much better and how much further along is Nate Aggie now than even in the spring?
He's came a long way. It's come a long way. It's a long summer that he really put in a lot of work, and we expected big things from him this fall just because of how he progressed through the summer. And he's continued to play well, and it's great to have him out there just because it's not much of a step off either if he comes in behind Jeff or the other side behind Easy. I know he's a great player, a big target that can move really well. So we're excited about what he can do.
misread on the interception, Ryan, or just about to start the scrimmage off?
Just bad decision. We've been talking about banging that smash all week, and just made a bad decision and threw it out there.
Are you confident with the depth at running back right now? You feel good about everybody back there?
Yeah, the running back is a great position for us. We have Cyrus, who's kind of banged up right now, but he's going to be back full speed before the first game. See Mike, you saw what he could do today. Making people miss and turning a 2-yard run into a 12-yard run. Ben Molina, he's a powerful runner, really quick. Then the young guys, Mr. Jones, and some of the other guys that have really, Will Randolph, have really come a long way. And I feel like if we just hold on to the ball and don't turn it over, fumbles and stuff like that, that those guys can really make a play for us.
Talk about your connection with Ryan Swope, and it seemed like he was your coach guy today.
Yeah, Ryan Swope's a great receiver. He makes stuff happen over the middle for us. He's our fastest receiver, so he's definitely a threat to go deep, but he can get open over the middle. I wasn't trying to target him today. It's just kind of the way the play calls worked out, but he definitely made a lot of plays for us today.
Talk about the defensive effort inside the 20-yard line. Anything particular they were doing today to frustrate you guys?
They just did a great job. We don't have our red zone package in, our goal line package in yet, so that kind of made it tough for us. But they don't have their goal line defense in either, so you got to get the hat off to them. They came in and played 5 down front, which is something we haven't seen a lot through camp so far, and just gave us some problems up front.
How is the team reacting to the SEC not extending an invitation to A&M?
We haven't talked about it at all. I haven't heard anybody in the locker room say anything about it. We're focused on this year, focused on SMU. We can't control any of that. It doesn't matter to us. We just play the people that are on our schedule.
I think it might be nice that it dies down.
What has Coach said to you about that?
Go ahead.
Even in the past, what has Coach said to keep you guys so focused on it?
He just said we can't do anything about it. It's over our head. It's over his head. We just got to play the people that they put on our schedule, whether it's Oklahoma, Texas, the Big 12 schools, or SEC schools. It doesn't matter to us. We just have to prepare and play whoever's on our schedule.
I think it might be nice that it might die down for at least a little while for you guys as far as that goes with yesterday's vote.
It doesn't even really matter. I haven't heard anything in the locker room. Like I said, guys are really focused on this year. We just want to focus on this year and work at getting better every day. It doesn't matter what goes on, in the high rankings and the officials around here, but we're just a football team out here trying to get better every day.
Cover it?
Good.